are you guys doing? It is your girl Chandy here, and I am back again with a part 2 with our favorite guest, Kira. So we did a video previously. She was sharing her experience as a foreigner who lives in Ghana, and that video was it was an experience, and you should definitely experience that if you haven't. So today we're going to be going to Rwanda. Literally, we're going to be going to Rwanda in Little Lagos. Okay. So she is going to be sharing her experience as a foreigner who is from Atlanta, Georgia, and so she's going to be sharing her experience about like Rwanda. And I am so interested in this because I've heard a lot about Rwanda from Africans. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested to know how the country is for Black Americans, because it's a different dynamic in general. So this is definitely something I would watch. So you should stay tuned for this video, and we're going to be getting into the video right about now. What was the first thing you noticed when you landed in Rwanda?
Oh, one of the things I noticed, I did research prior to coming to Rwanda. I didn't do that for when I went to Ghana.
Okay.
So when I landed in Kigali, the first thing I noticed was just how clean the city was.
I hear that.
They're very clean. Very clean.
Do you know? Okay, let me just give you a quick story.
Okay.
It's quite embarrassing because I'm African. But the first time I got introduced to Rwanda was in school in my 200 level. We had a project to like work on like the Tutsi, oh my god.
Yeah.
The stuff that happened. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get the name of what happened. The war,
the genocide.
Tutsi, and then the genocide. So that was the first time I kind of like had an experience with Rwanda, and then I went to research about the country and the things I saw, the things I read. Because typically the media will give you mostly the bad things about the country, and I was seeing really good things about Rwanda, and I'm like, this country has to be really great for the media to carry only good things. Like, obviously there were some bad things, but like mostly good things. So I did hear about how it's one of the cleanest countries in Africa.
Yes,
and you're testifying to it.
And I'm testifying to it. And the one thing that I didn't believe, but I soon found out when I first landed there, was that plastic is illegal in Rwanda. So there are no plastic bags there. So when
so how do they wrap stuff?
Paper bags.
There's an instance here. Like, how do they wrap this? This would be banned there.
Well, I can't say that they're 100% plastic because they do have water. So they do have water bottles. But
do you maybe know why?
It's environmental reasons.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why they decided to go plastic free. So when we landed, a quick story here. Okay. We had to take the plastic off of our bags because we had them wrapped in Nigeria before leaving. And so one guy, he was taking the plastic off his bag and he just left it in the middle of the floor. And the immigration officer said, "Whose plastic is this?"
Really? So he didn't trash it or anything?
He didn't trash it or anything. And then he asked the guy, he said, "Where are you from?" And the guy was like, "I'm African." He said, "No, where are you from?"
Oh my God, don't tell me he's from Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria. It was very comical.
What do you have to say about like the Rwanda people, like Rwanda and its people?
Rwanda people, they are quick to help you out. So yes, there was a language barrier. So unlike Nigeria and Ghana, yes, there's a language barrier.
They don't speak English?
Not a lot of them speak English. Yes, so I think their predominant language is Swahili.
Okay.
So and some French. So when we got there, it was it was a huge language barrier, a huge one. So anytime we were trying to communicate, you'll have maybe 10 Rwandans come out of nowhere trying to help kind of interpret, or we did a lot of Googling, showing pictures, reenactments.
That can be quite stressful.
It can be.
But I think the goal is just to communicate and do that. So like people are just like, so people wanting to help, is it because you're a foreigner, or they can do that for anybody, even Rwandans?
I think they just do it. I think it's just them.
It's just in their nature.
It's just in their nature. They just kind of come out of nowhere, just trying to help you, resolve whatever it is you're trying to resolve. So I think that was
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was
that's
very beautiful.
Like,
yeah,
really, like those stories I'm hearing about Africa is really inspiring me. What are the culture shocks you experienced in Rwanda?
Probably that was the biggest one. I know, as being an American, I just quite naturally assume everyone speaks English, and I know that is a poor.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm sorry. Like, we're all not perfect. It's fine. It's fine.
So, and that was the biggest culture shock, because that I didn't think that was an issue. I just didn't think it.
Yeah, so you just thought you just go around and be like, okay, where is this place? Exactly. Well, you could have used Google Translate. Yeah, and then it wouldn't be as good as like the initial stuff. What else? What else?
Let's see. What else was a culture shock? It probably was the plastic thing was a culture shock.
True.
That was a biggie. I didn't expect it to that level, to be quite honest. And another thing that was a culture shock. I know Kigali, Rwanda has its reputation as being the cleanest country in Africa, but to be quite honest, I could venture out to say the world. I haven't being in the U.S. and I've been all over the U.S. I've never seen a community as clean as Rwanda. And Rwanda has a population of about 1.2 million or thereabout.
People.
So, yes. So that's a pretty large, or Kigali, and that's a pretty large population.
Is it like the whole of Rwanda, or just where you visited?
Where I visited in Kigali. But all of Rwanda, from what I know, has that reputation of just being a clean country. And I said to myself, you know what? I wouldn't mind visiting every country in Rwanda.
Every state. Every state in Rwanda.
Yeah.
Well, so it really is as clean as they say.
Yes.
It's what it really is.
Yes.
If you are Rwandan watching, I think they call them Rwandan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're from Rwanda and you're currently watching this, hi.
Yeah.
Rwandan meal is your favorite.
Okay.
Vegan. She's vegan. So which Rwandan vegan meal?
Okay, so I did go to this restaurant called Africa Bite in Kigali, and I can't think of the actual dish, but I can tell you what I don't like.
Okay.
And I'll start with, now I like ground nuts. Okay. I do. I really do.
Okay. But you guys call it peanuts.
Okay, is that the same thing as peanuts? Ground nuts are?
What's this?
Oh, okay.
What's this?
Yeah, I thought it was peanuts.
We call this granules.
Oh.
So, is it the same thing you're calling granules?
Yeah. So
okay. This is granules.
Okay. All right. So they have this dish, and it's like a purple soup, a ground nut soup.
Purple.
Yeah, it's purple. I don't know what's.
Wow, it's interesting to see a purple meal. Have you ever seen a purple meal?
No.
Wow.
And it's a ground nut soup, and I tried it, but I didn't like it.
Okay. I mean, we do have ground nut soup in Nigeria.
Okay.
But it's not purple. It's literally like brown stuff. Maybe you try it sometime. So, what did you like about Rwanda?
Okay. The thing that I love about Rwanda was just the beauty. I mean, Kigali in itself is called the land of 1,000 hills. And that is by far
the hilliest place.
Yes, the hilliest place I've ever been, and it's so close to the truth because everywhere you went there was a hill.
But then it can be really stressful walking around.
Yes, walking around, riding a bike, and I'm like, God bless the person who can go up a hill on a bike, pedaling.
Because I mean, obviously, it would be very beautiful, if like in the picturesque sense.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at it like an everyday life. I usually have to find a hill
every day.
So stressful. A very short story. Yeah. At some point in my life, I lived in Abuja, and Abuja is in Nigeria.
Yeah,
it's the federal capital territory.
Yeah.
And you know the place is quite hilly compared to Lagos.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, so Abuja is really hilly. And we had, our church was situated beneath the hill. Yeah, so literally, like, if you wanted to go to church, you'd have to climb a hill and climb up the hill. So, you know, going to church was the worst day of my every week, because I had this great phobia that we were going to fall at some point.
Yeah, I know.
I hated, like, I was so sad in life, to be honest. And I said to myself, I'm never gonna live in Abuja. When we go back to Lagos, I was so happy because
well, yeah. So if you think that's healing, you haven't seen heels until you've gone to Kigali.
Oh my god! Thank you. That is definitely a heads up. I need to be very fit when I go to Rwanda.
Oh yeah.
The sky.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures like that. And it's just so beautiful. Honestly, what don't you like about Rwanda?
Let me see. I don't know if I can find anything that I didn't like about Rwanda. I can't think of anything, to be quite honest. It's very laid back. Someone asked me if I would ever decide to live in Rwanda, and even though it's nice as it is, I don't know if I would be. It just doesn't. I need something with a little bit more pizzazz. Yeah, spice. Yeah. Like Legos and spice.
Oh my goodness. Lagos spice. I think maybe like if you're experiencing Lagos spice, Rwanda is definitely that destination place for like a vacation.
Yes.
You would actually get to rest.
Yes, you get to rest to kind of wind down a little bit and just kind of take in the sights.
What was your perception about Rwanda before visiting it? What did you hear? What did your media tell you about Rwanda before you got there?
Well, okay, I probably have to reword the question a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna take it back some. Before coming to Nigeria, I had like family and friends say, why do you want to go to Africa? And then of course Rwanda falls in that category. So there are a lot of misconceptions about safety, about whether or not there are working toilets. I mean, it's just
really?
all kinds of misconceptions.
Oh my goodness. That is a real shame.
Yes, and I know it comes from people not
being exposed
enough. Yes, and that comes from that place. So that if I could just say that one thing, if there's anybody that's watching that's not from Africa whatsoever, you have to come out and explore it for yourself. And find out that you're gonna be shocked, pleasantly surprised.
So what is it like being a foreigner in Rwanda? Like, what was the experience like? And could they tell that you were a foreigner? Before you spoke.
Before I spoke,
like if you didn't speak, could they tell that you were a foreigner?
Yeah, they could tell. They could tell I was a foreigner. But the one thing that I didn't really feel like a foreigner, with the exception of the language barrier, and I'm going to tell you why. Rwanda, Kigali is so much like a typical city in the U.S., and that's with everything. That's with the upkeep of the streets. That's with the credit card system. That's what everything. It was so much like the U.S., even the gas stations, because that was something that I noticed. Like whenever I would pull up to the gas station, it just took me back to being in the U.S. because it reminded me so much of how the U.S. is set up. Just with
you didn't feel like you needed to blend in or something.
No, I didn't. It was just it was easy peasy, and I think that's intentional on Kigali's part to make foreigners feel welcome. Feel at home, like easy transition, and that's exactly what it was.
But is there anything like out of the question, out of the box, you just want to share, like your experience and stuff?
Going to Rwanda, I think just kind of being there, I have to kind of compare it to the various markets that I went to in Ghana, the markets that I've been to here in Nigeria, and then to Ghana or to Rwanda. They have everything that you can possibly imagine. There were some fruits that I have never tried before, like passion fruit, tomato or tree tomato. I've never had that before, and just the peanut butter, because I'm a peanut butter fanatic. The peanut butter that they have there, where they just kind of make it there on the spot, that right there was I have to say grade A. Yeah. Cheers on that one.
Like really, really, really like 100% honest.
Yeah.
This stories really make me feel feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Like feel some type of way good, like in a good way.
Yes.
And honestly just wants to make me explore Africa more.
Yeah.
Because like typically Africans would want to explore like European countries.
Yes.
Mostly European countries,
right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But these stories, I don't know about you guys, but these stories actually make me want to visit my neighboring countries before I like go out of the continent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
So that is just it's impressive, and I really love the fact that like you are among the few Americans that actually letting themselves leave and letting themselves explore. Because I've spoken to a couple people who have spoken to like Americans, and they don't really like leave the vicinity. They could be living in Texas and they just want to go on vacation to Florida.
Yes,
you get like just surrounding themselves. So it kind of like makes them not have a lot of information, like first-hand information.
Exactly.
So I'm really thankful and really proud that you took time to explore and get to know the world and the universe you're living in. And you're gonna go to more countries and explore more. The content we're ending today's video. Shakira obviously has an Instagram handle where she shares her journey through life in different countries, and trust me, her page is interesting. I binge watch all her videos, so you definitely want to check it out. What's your handle?
It's 15 between. That's 15 BTWN.
Obviously, it's going to be displayed on the screen, so you do check that out. Obviously, you can subscribe, you can follow her channel. I think she has a YouTube channel. You want to share that too?
I do. It's also 15 between. 15.
Oh, really? Okay. So you can subscribe and follow her Instagram and her YouTube channel, and definitely subscribe on this channel for more, because obviously I'm going to be bringing more to you. Please do like this video, share this video, comment down below. Please do like this video, share this video,
and comment down below,
and subscribe and hit the bell button, and we're going to see you guys in the next one.
All right, bye-bye.